All right, hey, Brennan Northwick here, and today we're going to talk about how to actually find the piece of your market that's going to get you the most money, right? The lowest cost per acquisition, leveraging the Facebook advertising that you're learning inside this academy. Now, the first thing we got to focus on, of course, is where are the testing elements going to be that we need to be able to find this little sliver. You're going to see behind me that we got three different major elements that we need to be able to hone in on so that we can get the best cost per acquisition. The first one is going to be the ad copy. Okay, the ad copy is going to be a big indicator in the results that you get, but it's not the only thing. The next big indicator is going to be the image that you use or the video that you use. What we call that as an ad creative. If you are using using images all the time and not testing with video, then you're missing out on a lot of money. If you're testing images without testing the carousel option, which is just multiple ads basically that they're going to show. It's just multiple images with different headlines that can help present to your market more opportunities on what it is that you have to offer, and you're not leveraging those carousel ads, then you're missing out. So you want to make sure that not only are you doing just straight images, but you're also doing videos and you're also doing the carousel ads. Those things are going to be really helpful to make sure that you get the cost per acquisition that you're looking for. But that's not it either. The third piece that you're going to have that you're going to need to hone in on is going to be the audience. So with the copy, the image, and the audience being the three major elements that we've got to be able to test over the course of a campaign, that's going to be able to get you the numbers that you're looking for. Now, if you have, say, an ad budget of X, of $500 per month, then we've got to be able to really figure out, okay, well, if we're going to test, say, 50 different ads, right, throughout the month, then that's going to be a lot more money than what you have to invest into, okay? $500 a month at $10 a day per ad, or if we did $5 per day per ad, and you're looking at one ad, that's $150 per testing point, right? So then you would have about 3 or 4 different ways for you to get this going. So again, it might take a little bit longer for you to get the results that you're looking for without the higher ad budget. It's okay though, because a lot of the time you're going to be able to make the sales along the way, and the leads that are going to be building up to turn into sales, that's going to help offset the cost of your marketing budget. So the goal is to be able to create a marketing campaign that's at least break even. If you invest $500 into Facebook, you want to get back $500 at least in Facebook. If you do that, then the second month of trial period when you're testing, then you don't have to worry about anything because you didn't actually lose a dime and you got all your data for free. Okay, so don't get worried or overwhelmed when you hear people talking about testing. What our goal is up front is to be able to get you the money back that you've invested in the first 30 days so that you can reinvest that at a higher level without having to lose any money in your marketing. But the only way to actually do that is by doing what I'm sharing with you today. We've got to find right here, we've got to find this little sliver right here is what we're looking to find. You can see how big these circles are out here, and you can see how much white space we have. But when you look into the middle of this, that's where the money is. And all that comes down to is identifying which type of ad copy is going to work with the best image or video, which is going to match the right audience. Now what we have is a winning campaign. And the great thing about these advertising campaigns is that they are going to be business assets. It's not like we're just building out something for a week or a month or 2 months and then we're just like letting it go forever. What's great about this is that you can actually leverage these every 2-3 months, right? Once your ad starts to become fatigued, which is just a basic sense of the results that you're seeing, say they're really good, and then you see the results start to tank, you see the leads start to decrease, you see the price start to increase, then we know that the ad has become fatigued. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, depending on the audience, how big the reach is, and how many people you're going after, right? Because as an example, audience of 5 million people that you can reach, that's going to take a little bit longer to get ad fatigue than it is for, say, an audience of 2,000, like a local audience or a custom audience or something like that. And by knowing exactly what you're looking for, which is this little sliver right here, it helps you understand the big picture behind a marketing campaign. There's so many testing points, right? We have the different types of copy, right? You have long form copy, medium form copy, short form copy. You've got call outs. You've got things that you could do within, like using different questions, different touch points, feelings, storytelling, right? So you have so many different ways to actually test your ad copy, but then you want to also match it with the testing of the image. So again, if you're not using videos, test it with videos. If you're not using the carousel ads, test it with carousel ads. If you are using a specific type of image, use a different type of image to match more of the hook inside the ad copy, right? Then the audience, we want to make sure that you have, power audience is what we call them, power interests. And by doing that, you're going to be able to know that when you relaunch a campaign, say 2-3 months down the road after the ad itself has become fatigued, you're going to know that it's going to get you the same results as it did, if not better, when it first launched. And the reason why we can say that confidently is because we have campaigns that we could start up right now that we ran in 2015 that we could literally turn on right now and start to generate leads and make sales. And we haven't had those things running for 6 months to 12 months. And the reason why we could do that is because we've invested a lot of money into collecting the data. And so just to reiterate a lot, what we're doing in the beginning portion of building your profitable ad campaigns is we're just investing into data. And that's why the goal is to be able to create a break-even marketing funnel so that you're not actually losing money on the back end or on the front end. You want to make sure that you're recouping your ad costs every 30 days. And if you can do that, you're going to be building a list of buyers and a list of leads for free while collecting data within your market that's going to help you use that for future campaigns. Okay, so don't get discouraged. Make sure that you're looking for this part right here when you're creating your ad campaigns, and I promise you're going to be in a great spot. So start to write out this diagram, figure out where your interests are, start to figure out what ad copy you're going to use that's going to match with what image, draw that out on board or draw it out on the computer, and then that way when you get in front of the ads manager or you start to craft these advertising campaigns for your clients, you're going to be able to just look at one board and say, okay, image A is going to go with copy A, which is going to go with audience A, and then you're going to have image B with copy A or copy B with image A and audience A. Copy C with image A, audience A. And you can see that what we're doing is we're testing one element at a time. And the first thing that we would want to test, okay, is gotta be the image. The image is gonna be about 60 to 80% of the reason why somebody even stops in your newsfeed to read your copy. So first thing you gotta do is break state, okay? Next thing you gotta do is pull them in with the ad copy. But the third thing is we got to make sure that the interests are actually interested in what we're talking about. So start to get to work on this right now. Write this out, craft out your ad campaigns, and understand that testing is a huge part of profitable advertising. All right, so get to work on this, and I'll see you on the next training video.